Cool kid, 3 for 1 video, 3 in 1, 'cause 3 different pieces of mail and, purchases occurred. Oh yeah, cool kid. So I'm going to get this right out of the way. We're going to start right out. Yesterday was a very hectic day for yours truly, and I was humbled, as life does sometimes humble us. So I didn't know there was dry flat tires. Have you guys heard of these things? So when my tire pressure gauge sensor said that the tire pressure was at 0, I assumed it was, just going out because I kicked the tire, I pushed on the tire, it seemed fine. Well, it turns out, cool kids, that there's a brand new, it's not brand new at all, technology. They have these tires that when they go flat, they don't go flat. Well, you only have so many miles to drive on them. So anyway, let's just say a tow truck and not knowing when I'm going to get my car back and all this later. And here I am, very humbled by a situational, because I noticed the tire was really wobbly, and then I pulled over and I checked. It was really hot to the touch, and then I started actually exploring the tire. And they were big. There's a big gap in it, and I don't know how many more miles it would have went, but I wasn't chancing it. I don't know about you cool kids. You cool kids might chance that. So I called around and I got a tow, and I haven't heard back from them because I had to go to work, so I had to sleep. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with that? Yeah, that's one of the downsides of working night shift. Now, while I was out and about yesterday, not knowing that my tire was actually flat, I did stop by a pawn shop in a small town, and I got this for $8, and it's a fun, proofy Franklin Mint member token, which I have like 3 or 4 of these. It was a little over melt, but not much. This is a little bit over melt, but it's a Hamburg commemorative 10 5 coin, and it's from the year of our Lord. Let me see here. What year are you? It says 89 or 88. 89, there it is. I see it there. Right there. It's from 1989. So that's a later commemorative. I think I have one already, but why not have 2? It's like $1 over melt. Who cares? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not that cavalier if I'm making big purchases, but the reason I bought those 2 was to get this one for $60. Well, it's fake. I got home. It sounds like silver. It probably is silver, but it's a fake. The calipers were all wrong. The weight was 3 grams off. But the cool news is I called the guy and he said, he checked it on his Sigma. I don't know if he checked on his Sigma. That's why I'm saying it's probably silver, but I can't be for sure. But it doesn't matter. It's fake, and he has offered me a full refund, so I got to go back once I get my car running, get my $60 on that. These I'll keep. I got to crush these staples, though. Tom's Coins, tell me what's wrong with this coin. Real quick. Yeah, same thing. FG Stacker, you know the rules. There's rules to this game. If you don't know the rules, you can't play the game. Because if I put this in a binder with a bunch of coins, it's going to sit on top of them, right? And then it's going to poke through the plastic, just like this. Say that was touching. That steel is much harder than that silver, and the plastic is not going to protect it. You're going to gouge your mint condition 1913 Pestre de Commerce, right? With a staple from a coin that's junk, and that is going to piss you off when you go to grade it, right? Just a random example, but it's bad news. It's not worth it. No point risking it. All you gotta do is crush, smash, destroy the staples. All right, very easy stuff. Gotta love it. So for 20 bucks, I got 8 grams. Well, minus 0.25, and then this is 0.3115 ounces. So 0.3 and about 0.6 of an ounce of silver for 20 bucks. So not terrible. It's actually not terrible. All right. Oh. All right. So I got a package from Thailand. You might have saw that. Yeah. I'll have to check the footage before I post this, see if we got to blot anything out. Package from Thailand and a package from Pennsylvania. And we're going to open those up. And it's going to be great. They did lie on this package about the valuation and the contents. So they do that often, I've noticed, when I get it from Southeast Asia. Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, they all kind of have similar laws, I think. And yeah, they're full of shit on there. But I haven't had any fakes from there yet. Unlike that pawn shop. I'm sure they don't want to pay for postage twice. Alright, here we go. Now this is the coin that was delivered to the wrong address. Yeah, literally delivered to the wrong address, and then the mailman had to go grab it. Yeah. And then once they grabbed it, they sent it back my way, and it is in there, so that's good. Alright, and it's in a capsule. And it's about an ounce of silver, as I recall. We're going to look it up on Numista. That's going to be exciting. So this is my replacement coin for Laos. Or Laos. We're going to look up how to pronounce it too. Turd, do you want to play with it? Alright. The People's Democratic Republic of the Laos. The World Cup special event. Boy, if I had $1 for every World Cup coin I had, I'd have like $5. But it's a great way to get silver coins around the world. World Cup coins. The world loves football. Football, sorry. Now this envelope is going to go to a member of the consortium because they love stamps from around the world, even if they're canceled. So that's great. But yeah, let's look up this coin. This coin is a 2008 FIFA or FIFA, depending on which you prefer. I'm sure I pissed somebody off there. World Cup, the silver coin. And there we go. Very good. I gotta look this up, so give me just a sec. All right, our coin is a 15,000 kip coin. It is from Laos. It is the People's Democratic Republic. It is, like I said, 15,000 kip. It's at the Ano Savari Monument. It is sterling silver. It weighs 31.1 grams, so it's 1 gram or 1 ounce of sterling, which is going to be, light in the ass. And I did get it at $38, which isn't, that much above melt. Like $10 over melt. That's not bad for something like this. And yeah, it's worth $50 according to this, Mintage, 85. There is no mintage, but I bet I can find the mintage. It is numismatic rarity of 85, so that is probably a low mintage. Let me see if I can find it on NGC. Here we go. It's looking like the mintages on these coins are generally very low. Less than 7,000 on the one I just found, but it isn't exactly this one. But I'm going to say it's a very low mintage, probably under 10,000 on these. The coin is, no one's faking this coin, guys. I'm not even going to bother pulling it out of the capsule. No one's faking that coin, Coin looks right. That Fat Man did not look right, but it sounded right. I just thought it was dirty, maybe. I was hoping. But I suspected it might be fake, even when I grabbed it. But it sounded good. You hear that? It sounds good. Good-ish, anyway. And I was in a hurry, and it was, past my bedtime. I probably should have caught that was a fake. I didn't have a scale on me either. Guy said he checked it with a Sigma, so I just took his word for it like a dummy, but the coin is 3 grams light. And that is not going to work. A Sigma might be a good investment for me, but on the other hand, that's a lot of ounces of silver you're not getting with that, whatever, 6 grand or 5 grand, whatever it costs. Now, if I was buying gold, I might mess with it. Silver, it's really not worth messing with. You can usually catch it with a magnet or your calipers. All right, here we go. So real quick, we're going to put that in the holder, and we're going to get rid of the coin that was in there, which was a not so Laotian coin. Oh yeah, we got to look up how they pronounce Laos. 1 second. All right, here we go.
Laos. Laos.
Laos, just like the bug. All right, well, there you go, guys. Yeah, that was $38 shipped. I remember how much that was. All right, $38 shipped. That's not bad. That's almost an ounce of silver. It's like, 0.96 ounces of silver or something like that, right? Well, hold on. It would be 0.92. It'd be 92.5 ounce. It would be, 0.925 ounces of silver. So there you go. That's real easy, man. All right. So that's not rocket science there. All right. What are we looking for? Laos. I got all this alphabetized, and I'm still catching hell here. Okay. LMNOP. LMNO. Namibia, Myanmar. That's not it. Liechtenstein. Libya. There it is. Laos. Now, I put that French Indochina, I stretched it and said it was Laos. But, it is Laos, because this coin was circulated in Laos. So, by my loose definitions, I said I wasn't going to take that out of the capsule, but it fell out of the capsule. And it sounds like silver. Might as well weigh it. All right, here we go, guys. Ooh, nice. Yep, 31.1. Coin's right. Weight's right. Well, there goes my Proof State 70. That I was hoping for. I'm kidding, guys. I wasn't going to grade that coin. Hopefully my hands don't darken it, though. I've had that happen before on pure silver. And it's probably a fight. I wash my hands before I go doing this because I know there's always a chance. All right, but I did touch this dirty ass thing before I touched that thing. So. Oh well. Laos, there it is. Now we got to open this last package. This last package is going to be a really cool one, though, because it's under melt silver, and that is our favorite kind of silver. Nothing's been under melt so far. I don't know. I've lost my touch, guys. Wait till you see the next package that comes in. There ain't nothing under melt there. Remember I told you guys in a video yesterday what I was going for? Well, I went for it. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Let's talk about our silver buying experience here, though. This is under melt silver. We're gonna look up real quick. I'm gonna look up and see what I paid for it. I think it was like 105 bucks or something, maybe 120. Hold on. By the way, guys, if you want silver under melt, the country I'm about to show you is the way to go. Okay. So, in my experience, maybe Austria, is the only other country that is consistently low on the silver price as this country I'm about to show you. And we're going to show you some really cool coins. Now, don't get me wrong. Some coins are cooler than others in this grouping. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to break it out. Look at that. That tailed Liberty. Oh, man, that's nice. What a design. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is the pretty side of the coin I got. I got a whole lot of these. This is the $10 coin. This is 1.44 ounces. Okay. And we're going to look it up real quick. And then I've got the $5 coin, which is 0.722 ounces. Right? Okay, and you put these together and you've got a good time, right? Okay, now the other two coins in the set are these. They're both the same coin, so I'm going to go ahead and show it like this. It's a 1992 $25 proof Canadian coin. Oh, they're not the same coin. My bad. They're two separate coins. But both depict Christopher Columbus, and I'm going to look those up real quick. Here we go. Hi, Renegade. Boop. Oh, I stand corrected. Virgin Islands on those other two coins. All right. Anyway, I found a bunch of these coins. They made a crap ton of them in the set, but they're all super rare with low mintages. Franklin Mint. Melt value's 2113 on these, and they're super rare. I got two of the coins from the set. This one happens to be the one from here. They're all the same silver weight though, which is 0.6 something, which I can look up. But they are sterling silver. They are proofs. They're very low mintage. Let me see if I can find one and get you a mintage. All right, mintage is 0.6406, or no. ASW is 0.6406. Mintage is unknown, but they are very uncommon. I've never seen them before. And Numisa has them on the 88 on the scarcity index. So 0.6406 is the ASW. Here's the particulars and pertinence. All right, now we'll go to those other coins. We already know those. Let me tell you what I paid for the whole lot. All right, I paid $103.08 for the lot. This is 42 of that right off the bat. And let me get the amounts on the other two. All right, the melt value on the $10 coin is $47.45. So that's $88 right there. All right, and then the final coin is $23.65. So 88, 111. We're going to round down. So $111, and I paid $103. But the silver value is $111. Also, we got these super scarce deluxe premier Columbus coins from the Virgin Islands and the Franklin Mint. Yay. Alright guys, have an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you wait. If you cannot find them, do not blame me. And yeah, Canada will do you right, guys. If you're wanting silver under melt, Canada is your friend. Thank you again for watching, and like, share, and subscribe, all that jive, and say goodbye to the Renegade. Bye, Renegades. All right, ciao.